Alright, what's good, YouTube? I'm back with another video. As you guys see by the title, we got NBA 2K13 Retrospective, the game that killed NBA 2K. Wait a minute, am I saying this right? Now, I don't know about y'all, my nigga, but I used to play this shit, bro. Before I had like fully played it on my own, what I used to do with my big brother, it was his game at first, you know, and he used to tell me like, don't play it, cause I used to go in there and be deleting shit. I think I did that one time. Yeah, I got mad. So like while he was at basketball practice, cause I used to come home before him. I used to hurry up and play the game. That sometimes he'd come early and he had practice. Nigga, I heard that damn door open. Nigga, I hurry up and got that shit. And that screen, they rolling the ball and shit, doing all that idle and shit. The what was the screen? The Miami Heat. It was Kevin Durant, LeBron on the damn screen, spinning the basketball and shit, doing all that. Right when I loading the game. Them big ass footsteps coming upstairs. I said, oh my god. 2K13, that shit was a good ass game. But I ain't go up. I got 2K11 over it. I played 2K11 too. I got 2K11 over it. And that's it. That's it. Yeah. I played 14 too, but I think 13 was better than 14. But my thing of 14 was I ain't get why the 360 and the PS3 version had that LeBron story thing instead of the next gen one. That's what I ain't get. I played both versions of it though. But without further ado, get y'all snack everything I need. About to get to it.
Was a great NBA game. The NBA 2K series was peaking around. By all means, NBA 2K13 was a great NBA game. The NBA 2K series was peaking around this time, as the iconic NBA 2K11 had just released 2 years before, which is a 2K many call the greatest in the series' history, and with the impending jump to the next generation of consoles lurking, there were still great NBA 2K titles on the near horizon. I made a similar video on Madden NFL 13 being the game that killed Madden, but that was a different story. One
Nigga,
where EA
Madden
removed
13 was
everything
cold,
from the
nigga.
game that made it worth playing, setting up the series for future failures. NBA 2K13 didn't remove depth from previous releases, but it did commit a different sin altogether. One that wouldn't immediately be that noticeable, but as years would go on, it would become the dominant talking point surrounding this series. This was the game where 2K added virtual currency, aka VC. You could now pay to level up your MyPlayer faster in My Career, which was previously not possible. You had to grind in-game, but the grind was at least fair. The implementation of paying for upgrades in NBA 2K's career mode, of introducing microtransactions to a fully priced basketball video game,
So this
would go on to change everything about the future.
This was the 2K that Ronnie put. You gotta pay for it. Oh, I see why. But I ain't know that shit. So, hey, to me, it's still good, bro. Eventually, was gonna have to pay for it either way, bro.
Of the series and sports gaming as a whole. In a way, this was a major step towards 2K becoming what it is today, and the decision to add virtual currency made the company and its publisher, Take-Two Interactive, a lot more money. So much money that sports games would never be the same again. This is how digital products get worse. They start out fantastic because they have to be, to beat out the competition and build that initial customer base. Then they start testing ways to increase profits further. At first, it seems relatively fine. There's an ad here or a microtransaction there, but this is where the seed is planted. Next, they go too far. They get backlash, bad PR, and it seems, for a brief moment, like the consumers win, and the product is going to revert back to the initial standard it set back when it first built up its consumer base. Maybe this buys a year, maybe two, but eventually, the company once again pushes the envelope of what they can get away with, and people get tired of the same old news. Sure, NBA 2K18, for example, was getting terrible PR constantly, but it still sold great. And when 2K started getting even more predatory in future releases, it almost became background noise. The outrage wasn't as strong. Everyone knows NBA 2K is a soulless corporate
I play 2K26 now, and I can say 2K is fucking failed the fuck off. I see what they doing. They trying to bring shit back, them soundtracks. I don't give a fuck. You can bring back, I know, There's going to be good time. You could bring all that shit back, everything. You could bring back everything you trying to bring back. Motherfucking mechanic, speed boost, all that. That shit not gonna hit the same, bro. Ronnie, and you know how to fix that shit, but you over here teasing niggas. You brung back that sunset shit just to rub it in our face and shit, little sunset parks and shit. I wasn't even on there then. I wasn't gonna touch this game at all. Oh, let me just touch it, bro. Let me just play the game.
Product, and they become numb to it and buy it anyways, because what else are you going to play on your PS5? Before you know it, that initial warning sign, that seed, ends up defining the product, and you sit back and realize they got away with it. NBA 2K13 is still a great game, and I'll go over its impressive depth, gameplay, and presentation in this video too, but man, this really was the game that eventually killed NBA 2K. When you simply navigate the menus in this game, you're greeted with eye candy everywhere. It looks a bit overdone, but I like the effort. It feels vastly different from the minimalist vibe you see in sports games today. You can credit Jay-Z for the menu design and visual elements, as well as the soundtrack. It was also his idea to include the '92 and 2012 USA Olympic basketball teams in the game, which even features Charles Barkley, which is a rare sight in video games. NBA 2K12 was one of the best 2K games ever made, capitalizing on 2K11's immense hype with a game that was arguably even better. So for 2K13, there wasn't much of a need to reinvent the wheel. Gameplay is similar to 12, although it has its own unique feel to it. These older 2Ks all played differently, teetering between arcade and sim gameplay, and the end result was a fresh game each year. I wish modern sports games retained this difference in feel between releases, as it feels a lot less noticeable today.
You see how smooth
Signature
that shit
skills were added this year, which was an early version of the badge system. This gave players unique abilities beyond their regular attributes, and built the foundation for peak 2K with games like 2K16. These skills changed everything, and made players resemble their NBA counterparts better than ever before. 2K13's gameplay AI was ahead of its time. It feels as good as it possibly could be on the hardware available at that time. Since offline play was still the priority, CPU AI had to be good and a noticeable improvement from the year before, as most of the game's player base would be experiencing games against this CPU. Your offensive teammates play with smart spacing and decision making, and defensive logic is sound. New controls were mapped to the right stick for dribble moves, crossovers, spins, and more, which gives the game a more modernized feel today compared to, say, 2K12 or 11.
Like,
there
look
isn't
how
a
that
massive
shit
flaw
look,
or
bro.
issue with the gameplay.
I want to play this shit again so bad, bro. Look. Like, I missed that fucking blacktop when it was on the rooftop and shit, bro. That's why I liked it about 20 when you did that little community creation shit. Not what was it called? On my league, you can like put the court like you had the court on the top of the roof and shit. That's why I miss about 2K20 too.
Either. It's well done. The biggest change from 2K12
That's
to
all I want to do
2K13
is
overall
play on one of them damn type of courts, bro.
was the reintroduction of My Career as we know it today. NBA 2K12 had a career mode, as did 2K11 and 2K10, but this mode was just called My Player, and it lacked the narrative storyline or the pay-to-win mechanics, and was instead a simple but fun and in-depth career mode. 2K13 renamed My Player to My Career, and added a ton of role-playing elements that made the mode feel more like an immersive story rather than a collection of games on a schedule. At the time, these additions were well received. The mode was seemingly evolving, modernizing, taking that next step. You could now sign brand endorsements, wear flashy clothing, meet with your coaches and staff, and even cause some noise on social media all the way back in 2012. This expansion of the career mode was great, except for the fact that progression was now tied to virtual currency, something you earned in-game by just playing, but also something you could spend real money on. But clothing was also tied to VC. If you wanted a new outfit, you needed to grind for it, or you could just drop a few dollars. And if 2K left this as it was in 2K13 forever, I don't think anyone would really care that much.
Damn!
But this planted the seed, a seed that would grow. On the next generation, My Career would evolve even further, jumping online and introducing The Park. And this evolution of the mode started to become a de-evolution after, what started out as a fun role-playing career mode became a pay-to-win online street ball mode with some cheesy cutscenes as an optional bonus.
Hated that
Virtual
shit.
currency
Bro, I
made
was trying to play that shit when my bill's like a 80 overall right now. Cause I say I'm only gonna put $20 in the game. Only I bought $20 worth of VC. I've been grinding Street Kings, damn near like 8 hours. But I said I'm only putting $20 in this game on the VC. I'm not spending no more over no $100 on no 2K game. But when I was playing that shit, bro, not playing in my career, it's cutscene after cutscene, nigga in the office cutscene. That nigga, we ain't asked for all that, bro.
sense at first. You could earn it by
I
just
seen what they did with the little city. They made it a little shorter and shit. Now, like just like in a little boat, like a hub thing. I see that, but it's like, bro, ain't nobody asked for that either, cuz.
playing the game at a fair rate and only
Just
pay
give us the shit we had like before, like a park or something, bro.
if you wanted an absurd amount of VC.
And then that damn theater. Take theater out if you gonna keep like each Friday you gonna take something out like the 1v1 you gonna take out that Friday and put some alley-oops 2v2 some shit 4 points plus this. Take all that shit out the game, Ronnie. We ain't asked for none of that bullshit, bro.
To play with. But when the game got more online and social, and your outfit, your abilities, your badges, your animations, your house, everything became tied to VC. 2K started making so much money that the online aspects of my career became the new #1 priority for NBA 2K. This was their metaverse, where FOMO works at its best. And because it's a sports game, there's a new one every single year. So you get to keep buying VC every year for eternity.
And yeah, and this too. You can buy your levels. Nigga, what? This how I know that the game disrespectful as fuck, bro. So you basically saying we was playing and grinding at 2K22, all that other shit for no fucking reason. That's what you saying.
Mode of a basketball video game into an online pay-to-win role-playing universe was actually kind of genius as much as I hate it. NBA 2K13 is just so strange. By all means, it's fantastic. Go pick it up. Play it today. But man, oh man, did it do some serious damage to sports gaming. A more positive new feature for 2K13 was the Shoe Creator. This was when 2K was adding some crazy new addition each year, and the game still benefits today from these additions. I mean, come on. There isn't another sports game out there right now that lets you create and edit your player's equipment from scratch. Yet in 2012, 2K decided to add it to NBA 2K. Imagine if they kept that drive throughout 2K's development post 2K16. My team is present, although not playable today. The franchise mode association mode is surprisingly good. It's really not that different from My League or My NBA in later titles, and it's way snappier and quicker to simulate than in newer games too. The news, the NBA.com homepage, the rumor mill, CPU...
That nigga James Jones used to be knocking them damn corner threes down like it wasn't nothing, bro. I swear to God.
Trade offers, the immense...
Where'd that nigga go? James Jones.
Stat tracking, player roles, the RPG elements... All of these things add up to an excellent franchise mode experience.
It was him and Rodney Hood on 2K16. Them niggas used to be green as shit like it wasn't nothing, bro.
An NBA team. You really aren't missing out on much at all playing this over newer 2Ks if this is the mode you would play. To me, it feels like the most modern of the PS3 era titles when you account for the gameplay, presentation, and franchise mode. And it's so well tuned, it's so in depth, it's really just a great game. Presentation is peak 2K, with similar commentary to what you get in modern 2K games with Kevin Harlan and Clark Kellogg, as well as Steve Kerr before he became the Warriors head coach. The commentary actually sounds better here than in newer games. It's more focused, maybe because the lines were more cohesive and didn't contain decades of audio. I wonder if modern sports games retaining commentary teams for too long ends up hurting the presentation when new lines are drowned out by the repetition of older recorded audio. The in-game banners and pop-ups for stats are great and useful, and the broadcast even has these fake ads between quarters during association mode for upcoming big games, like this Celtics and Suns matchup, before it gets back to the main game. The graphics don't look that impressive today, I will say, especially when you consider how huge of a leap they take with 2K14, but for a PS3 and Xbox 360 game, 2K13 did look pretty solid for its time. Even back then, everyone was sweaty as hell, and the jersey fabrics have some nice movement to them.
Yeah.
Star players having their signature animations make the game look lifelike at times. The soundtrack is phenomenal, as you'd expect with someone like Jay-Z producing. You get Kanye, Daft Punk, Coldplay, Nas, U2, and more. It's an awesome vibe. NBA 2K13 was a great game, and back in 2012, you would have had a great time playing it. Even today, it's a fantastic NBA sim. But 2K13 was also the true catalyst for the sudden end to NBA 2K's legacy run. No
No.
matter how much backlash
I don't know where you get. I don't know where you going with this, bro. The end of 2K was 2K18, bro.
2K gets for their monetization practices,
So you basically saying 2K16 was ass, 17 was ass, 15 was ass. I ain't played 15 like that, but I still heard niggas say it was good.
the series is still a huge success financially regardless, and it's arguably the most successful sports gaming franchise in North America. But no one really respects 2K anymore. No one is calling 2K26 a masterpiece, nor is anyone claiming that 2K is setting a new standard across gaming. But 10 to 15 years ago, you could make those arguments. 2K was on that level. Financial success is one thing, but soul is another. After this last decade, deep down, no matter how well these games sell, we all know NBA 2K is dead. That's why we want to see NBA Live come back. And NBA 2K13 is what ultimately killed it. Thanks for watching.
13 didn't kill it, y'all. Don't listen what this nigga got to say. 13 didn't kill that shit. It was 18. Now I get what you talk about the VC price and shit, but it's like, bro, eventually everybody gonna have to pay for something in the game. But it's like, I ain't gonna lie, Ronnie pushing it, increasing the damn prices and shit. And did y'all see what Fortnite got going on? It ain't no more 1,000 V-Bucks no more. It's just 800 and all that other shit. And they changed the prices around. That's what I'm saying. These game companies know what they doing, bro. But that's it for today's video, man. I hope you guys enjoyed the double upload, man. Comment, like, subscribe. See you guys in the next one. Peace.